Welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 17th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. This week sees the Sun travel into the 12th Zodiac sign, the sign of Pisces, on Wednesday. But also on Sunday we have a fabulous new moon. A new moon which is going to be fired up by the energies of Mars. But Mars is also going to be forging a tremendous angle with Uranus this week, which is a very positive but also very fast moving energy. And the Sun's going to join in with that by the time it achieves that new moon on Sunday. So although it's a watery new moon in the sign of Pisces, also mutable, shifting around, I do think it's going to bring a lot of passion to bear. And particularly when we can listen to our instincts but act them out in a more tangible way, which comes from the energy of Mars being in the sign of Capricorn, where it is exalted. But the other really good piece of news this week is that Saturn and Pluto now start to inch apart. They've been broadly within 3 degrees for around about a year, and of course came into that big connection on the 12th of January where they were exactly conjunct. But now Saturn starts to step forwards. It will move into the sign of Aquarius on the 22nd of March. So that will, depending on your natal chart, provide some relief, or it could be that Saturn's going to move on to a critical point, like it joins up with my Sun for those 4 months that it is in Aquarius. But what I would say to you is that I feel that the intensity of the transit between Saturn and Pluto is going to start to lessen now, and that's something that we can all appreciate. Now, of course, this week also sees Mercury go into a retrograde. But Mercury has actually been in its shadow, both in the sign of Aquarius on the 2nd of February, and since the 3rd, when it moved into Pisces, right through till this week. But obviously we do need to be sure that we're being very mindful about how we control documents, communications, and there could be some kind of unreliability around a trusted appliance or even device that perhaps has been something that's always there, we're using constantly in our everyday world. Mercury being the ruling planet of Gemini, which is very much about the everyday world. Your specific forecast, Cancer, shows that with Mars moving into your opposite sign, you may try a different approach to certain situations or a certain individual. It's because Saturn and Pluto have been so closely together for around about a year, within 3 degrees. That's been producing a lot of politic potential around your interactions or where you need to compete. Now Saturn's going to start to move forwards this week, which will reduce the pressure, but you may surprise people by being a bit grittier in your responses, a bit more assertive, and that would be a no bad thing. But if you are wanting to link up with new people, Mars' glorious link to Uranus gives you the confidence to really step outside your comfort zone and be that much more daring. Yet if you are planning any travel arrangements or going through a course of study because Mercury is retrograde, or you're involved with any documentation or a legal matter, you will need to carefully marshal every single piece of paper within this. But the Sun moves on Wednesday, and that's going to help you to feel more expansive, to feel that much more spontaneous and in the moment. And then that is supported by a glorious new moon on Sunday. It really is an unusual new moon for Pisces because it has so much fire. It's a rocking new moon, and for you this can be a chance to really try to shake things up. If you have felt a bit stuck, that life isn't moving in the way you want, you can find yourself in a much more buccaneering frame of mind. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace personal astrology and understand what makes you tick beyond just where your sun's located, please see the link beneath this video where you can order your personal character analysis and also your 12-month forecast, and also achieve a 30% discount. Or you can choose to have a one-to-one personal consultation with me. But for now, good luck and goodbye.